Let's listen to the verse number 52. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is now talking about certain things when where living people are being addressed. Like these people are living, they are breathing, they are powerful, they have family, they have everything in the world, but Allah is calling them dead because they deny Rasulullah. They did not hear the call of Islam and the Quran and the Prophet's message. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing them as dead people. Listen to this verse, verse 52.
فإنك لا تسمع الموتى ولا تسمع الصم الدعاء إذا ولوا مدبرين.
So, you cannot make the dead to hear, nor can you make the deaf to hear the call when they turn their backs in retreat.
وما أنت بهاد العمي عن ضلالتهم إن تسمع إلا من يؤمن بآياتنا فهم مسلمون.
Nor are you able to show the right path to the blind against their straying. You can make none to listen except those who believe in our signs. Hence they submit.
So verse number 52 and 53 are very powerful. In Quranic terms, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thanked the people who are deaf and those who are dead and those who are blind. The three people are described in this verse. That فَإِنَّكَ لَا تُسْمِعُ, indeed, O Prophet, you cannot make sama, hearing. Al-mauta means dead. So according to their belief, the dead were not able to hear. But Islamic belief is dead hear, because we say Assalamu alaikum. And we send them dua and all the other things on their behalf we do, so they can receive it. So لا تسمع الموتى ولا تسمع الصم الدعاء, and you cannot make a deaf. So they are deaf means they are living, breathing people are being given example to the dead who are deaf, who cannot hear. وَإِذَا وَلَّوْا مُدْبِرِينَ, and as they turn away back from you when you call them for the Islam. وَمَا أَنْتَ بِهَذِهِ الْعُمَى بِهَذِي الْعُمِي. Okay, you cannot make a blind person to see andalalatim, from their misguidance. If they're walking in a wrong path, you cannot make them see it. In tusmi'u illa man yu'minu bi ayatina. In tusmi'u, indeed you can make none to listen. In tusmi'u illa man yu'minu bi ayatina fahum muslimun. Those who believe in our verses and signs and they submit. Muslim means the one who submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is why we are called Muslim, because we submit to the call of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving here example, very powerful example for those who do not believe. They are blind, they are deaf, and they are dead. Quran called them dead, blind, and deaf. So it is just as a metaphorical expression in Quranic words and Quranic comprehension. Even though those Quraysh people who are living, who are breathing, who are doing all the things, but they are deaf of the verses of Quran. And you will experience there are certain time in our own self when we want to not to hear Quran. Even though we see Quran, we do not want to read Quran. When we hear conversation about the faith and hereafter, we do not want to do it. And this is where is a reflection. I mean, these moments may have come to all of us at some time. But as a believer, what we do, we become munib. We return back to it. We say, my Lord, I was not in this state of good mind and health, and now I'm coming back to listen to the verse. Let's listen to the verse number 54.
الله الذي خلقكم من ضعف ثم جعل من بعد ضعف قوة ثم جعل من بعد قوة ضعفا وشيبة يخلق ما يشاء وهو العليم القدير.
Allah is the one who created you in a state of weakness, then he created strength after weakness, then created weakness and old age after strength. He creates what he wills, and he is all-knowing, all-powerful.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing the human life in stages where how weak we were when we were born, and then we become strong enough to deal with everything and walk on the earth with the chest open and chest high and head high and all that, boasting ourselves, stamping on the ground as if we will crush the ground. And then we become so weak that we do not have the strength to hold our own things together. And this is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَخْلُقُ مَا يَشَاءُ. He created whatever He wants. وَهُوَ الْعَلِيمُ الْقَدِيرُ. And He is the one all-powerful and all-knowing. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us to understand and faith and believe in it. Listen to the verse number of 55.
ويوم تقوم الساعة يقسم المجرمون ما لبثوا غير ساعة كذلك كانوا يؤفكون.
And on the day when the hour, Qiyamah, the day of judgment, will take place, the sinners will swear that they did not remain in the graves more than 1 hour. In the similar way they used to be contrary to truth in their worldly life.
وقال الذين أوتوا العلم والإيمان لقد لبثتم في كتاب الله إلى يوم البعث فهذا يوم البعث ولكنكم كنتم لا تعلمون.
As for those who were given knowledge and belief, they will say, you remained, according to the destiny written by Allah, up to the day of resurrection. So this is the day of resurrection, but you had no belief.
So 55 and 56 are describing what will happen on the day of judgment. يَوْمَ تَقُمُ السَّاعَةُ يُقْسِمُ الْمُجْرِمُونَ. يقسم means qasam. The day, the yawma, the day, تَقُمُ establishment of the hours. يقسم المجرمون, oath will be taken, or they will be swearing by God that the criminals will say, ما لبسوا, we have not stayed, غير ساعة, more than an hour, كذلك كانوا يؤفكون, and turned their way. This is contrary to what is that. كذلك كانوا يؤفكون, it's similar to that, used to be contrary to the truth of their worldly life. So they will not have the sense of time spent in the grave. وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْعِلْمِ, the people who were given knowledge will say, وَالْإِيمَانِ, and the people of belief and knowledge, they will say, the people of belief and knowledge will say, لَقَدْ لَبِسْتُمْ فِي كِتَابِ اللَّهِ, you have been written in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever, إِلَى يَوْمِ الْبَعَثِ, about the day you were resurrectable, or you to be resurrected. فَهَذَا يَوْمُ الْبَعَثِ وَلَكِنَّكُمْ كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. But you did not believe in it. You denied the day of resurrection, and today when you woke up, you did not realize that you have gone through this time. So for us to know that Prophet is the one who is giving the knowledge of the unseen, and no one can prove that is wrong, because there is no parallel or comparison to it, because no human have lived forever. Everybody has to die sometime. Listen to the verse number 57.
فيومئذ لا ينفع الذين ظلموا معذرتهم ولا هم يستعتبون.
So, on that day, their apology will not benefit the wrongdoers, nor will they be asked to repent.
وَلَقَدْ ضَرَبْنَا لِلنَّاسِ فِي هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ مِنْ كُلِّ مَثَلٍ وَلَئِنْ جِئْتَهُمْ بِآيَةٍ لَيَقُولَنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا إِنْ أَنْتُمْ إِلَّا مُبْطِلُونَ.
Indeed, we have given in this Quran all kinds of examples for the benefit of mankind. Still, if you bring to them a sign, the disbelievers will certainly say, you are nothing but men of falsehood.
كذلك يطبع الله على قلوب الذين لا يعلمون.
Thus Allah seals up the hearts of those who do not believe.
فاصبر إن وعد الله حق ولا يستخفنك الذين لا يوقنون.
So, be patient. Surely Allah's promise is true, and let not the disbelievers shake your firmness.
بسم
So in last three verses which we heard, there is a promise and there is a advice. The promise is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَقَدْ دَرَبْنَا لِلنَّاسِ فِي هَذِهِ الْقُرْآنَ مِنْ كُلِّ مَثْلٍ. And we have given all the arguments and all the reasons and all the examples for the mankind to understand. وَلَئِنْ جَأْتَهُمْ بِآيَةٍ لَيَقُولَنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا إِنْ أَنْتُمْ إِلَّا مُبْتِلُونَ. When you bring a verse to a disbeliever, whenever, whatever time, from the life of prophets till today and till the eternity, they will say nothing but you're a false person. كَذَلِكَ يَطْبَعُ اللَّهُ. This is how Allah has sealed the heart. عَلَى قُلُوبِ الَّذِينَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. The seal is put on the heart of the disbeliever because they did not want to believe. It is also want of a person. فَاصْبِرْ. So, O Prophet, and all the believers, be patient. إِنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ الْحَقِّ. The promise of Allah is truth. وَلَا يَسْتَخِفَنَّكَ الَّذِينَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. So that the disbeliever should not make you shaken up. So be firm in your conviction. So you would not be shaken up by the disbelievers. And this is something which as a Muslim we should always be confident of, that the belief in hereafter is a promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the promise of Rasulullah, the message of Rasulullah. As we know that these are the Quranic verses and the surahs, a chapter which were revealed in the last years of Prophet's life in Mecca. So these are Mecca chapters, and there are some verses which are not, which were revealed in Medina, which is later, but they were put in this place by the Prophet's command. And as a believer, we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's message in this entire chapter. What is the message? Worship none but Allah. Do not make partners with Allah, and be straightforward and have faith in hereafter. So, and feed the loved ones, family. And there were a lot of other verses which we read in the last Sunday session. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from us. This is the conclusion of Surah Al-Rum. Inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala we'll meet next Sunday and we'll continue with the next chapter of Surah Al-Ankabut. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.